I don't know if you can hear me right now. I'm not sure if this thing that I'm using persists through what I'm doing. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not quite in the shot there, am I? Hello, anybody who is tuning in as I desperately fumble to get myself in this shot. You actually going to be so loaded. What am I doing? Is that any better? I think so. Due to the light, you can barely see me. Even less when I put the camera up like that. Well, hello everybody. I feel like it's been a while. It certainly has been a while. But also, in my defense, the weather has been sweaty, man. It's slightly true. Steve, how are you? Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. I've got the parasol, but the parasol's like halfway down the garden because the sun is obviously like setting. At some point, the sun will just go behind the houses and we'll not have any problem. Oh man, water's really good, especially when it's super hot. Now, one thing I would like to say is that the alerts might be very loud, so just be prepared. But I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm hoping you can see me. I'm hoping that everything is working fine. So what I'm using is something called OBS Ninja, which is basically just a web thing that lets you stream from your phone. So what it's doing a very similar thing, but instead of using Google Hangouts, which I was doing last time, it's using like an IP camera. Whether it'll be any better, I don't know. But it's the same kind of deal. I couldn't be doing this in my room though, because like, I don't know, what is it? A very hot day today. It's like 30 degrees or something. It's a bit insane. But I'll tell you what, you might be able to hear those like people's kids and stuff like that, which I'm not going to apologise for, because it's people's kids and stuff. You can barely see me because I'm in this shade, and the sun around me is so bright, like the camera can't really pick it up. But yeah, I've got to say, Steve, I'm very interested in the kill team, the new kill team. Yeah, yes, I have seen that. And let me know if the audio and stuff is fine. I appreciate you can't see me because I'm in the shade at the minute, but let me know if at least the audio sounds fine. Thankfully nobody's doing the whole roaring or something like that. But yeah, that box looks really insane. I was joking to somebody, I can't remember who or why, that I wish I was at 10k subscribers, because it's sort of rumoured, I don't know how true this is, Games Workshop are more likely to actually talk to you at 10k. Now, don't get me wrong, I've never even reached out once. But I would love to get my hands on that box. But maybe not to buy it, because I'm not interested in those two factions. So I'm on to GW these days. They just release stuff all the time that I want, that I don't need. So, but the terrain itself looks really good. The thing is, like, I could do my own version of it, maybe. Maybe that's a bit too much though. And the stuff is like I remember when I got the Dark Imperium box set, not the Dark Imperium box set, the first Kill Team box had an incredible amount of terrain in it. Like, the value of it was insane, really. So yeah, like, and the Orc aesthetic, obviously being an Orc channel, you can imagine that I do really appreciate it. I do really like. Have I crashed? I appear to have crashed. Is this not working correctly? What is going on? Have I crashed? What? Am I not crashing? Am I just going very slowly? you can hear me. Can you see me fine? And hi, I want to say Foxsaw? Just I'm using Google remote desktop, so I can control my computer upstairs. The whole stream is happening from my computer upstairs, but I'm obviously outside because the heat is actually insane. And it just looked like my visual had froze. Now I don't know if that's because I actually did froze or the freeze or whatever. But yeah, I want to talk about like my perfect game, because this Kill Team game is sort of it's getting there. I really, in a way, wish that Star Wars Legion was a skirmish based. I wish, this is going to sound sacrilege to anybody who knows my Star Wars Legion channel, I wish that Star Wars Legion was Marvel Crisis Protocol. Now, I don't think that would make any sense because the game wouldn't necessarily fit it, but I wish it was primarily like character based. I just like a little bit like skirmish, but I would just wish it was more character based. And maybe like you could get a handful of 3 stormtroopers that you could just sort of throw in there as like a character. Like the character card would have been stormtroopers, and it would have been 3 models who just miss everything. The Parasol's having a bit of a flutter. You're out of business being the only orc terrain building channel on YouTube. Yeah, true. Oh, thank you, Almajo. Sorry if I'm butchering some names. Yeah, beautiful day. It is if anything, it's too bright. But the little room upstairs where I do most of my videos is just... I'd have to shut the door because the baby's asleep. And the temperature is... when people say it's like an oven. It like is an oven. So I have to come outside, basically. Look on the bright side, the new Star Wars games will be character. Yeah, you've got to think that the new Star Wars game will be character based, but that raises more questions than it really like answers, because what will be the difference between Star Wars Legion, Imperial Assault, and the new game? They're all going to have like the main characters pretty much. It's going to be weird. I think they need to shrink it down to like maybe a 2x2 board, and maybe it be like, this is actually not a bad idea. Like a dual arena. Maybe what's in the Clone Wars. Wait, in the Clone Wars film, they have that arena where they it's like a gladiatorial arena. That would be interesting, and so would just having lightsaber duels. But I guess that's a little bit boring gameplay wise, because you just sort of run at each other and there's no technique. Difficult. Oh, I have lost control over my computer. To be fair, I don't need it, so I don't know if you guys can see me, but let's see if I can get to my own video, my own YouTube channel. Sorry if you can hear and see me, but I can't hear and see what you're writing. Everything there seems fine. Oh, it's got the account I've been watching Peppa Pig on for Willow. Let's see if I can find my own channel. What's the name of the channel again? Terrain Made Easy. Stupid name. I was right at the top when it's gone off. There we go. I'm live. And I put Gaslands in the thumbnail because I really like the idea of Gaslands as well. But Kill Team, I think, really strikes a lot of the right chords because it's going to be popular. It's a skirmish game it's going to be the most popular skirmish game. That doesn't take very long. It's probably going to be more popular than Marvel Crisis Protocol. Will it? Is it? Don't know. But maybe. This is Buddy Wasp. Okay. I just wanted to say thanks for showing me those yogurt tops that make great venting. Oh, no worries. Thank you very much, Todd. I normally stream in the little room upstairs and the audio and the visuals are a little bit better, but because it's such a hot day, I just can't do that today. But yeah, thank you. My pleasure. What's the size of Marvel Crisis Protocol? It's 3 by 3, 3 foot by 3 foot. And you also said depend as you could bother them and jump pack away and then blast them. I'm not 100% sure what I said because I've been so distracted. But yeah, I think that weirdly that's an interesting question that I just posed to myself, which is what's going to be more popular, Marvel Crisis Protocol or Kill Team, the new one. So I would have said, if you asked me, I would say Kill Team, right? But the thing is that Marvel Crisis Protocol game very popular, and Kill Team is it's been traditionally very difficult to separate a Kill Team sale from a 40k sale, and I still think they're going to have that issue because they're not. Whilst they're doing some unique stuff, you're still going to be able to just use your standard like Space Marines. So, yeah, it's going to be really interesting to try and call who's doing really well. The thing with Marvel Crisis Protocol, and I don't know if anybody agrees with me who plays it or whatever, it feels like they've hit all of the main characters now. Like, I see releases and they're just characters I've never seen or heard of before in my entire life. It's like, who are they? Why would I care about them? It almost feels like they didn't expect it to be so popular, so have just sold everything quickly, and now they're going to have to slowly and steadily still release classics. They'll probably have to do alternate versions, but they already are doing alternate versions. Popular, not enough, not 40k enough for 40k players. Yeah, which could be a blessing, as I said. Like, they have Combat Patrol for that. I honestly think it's the right route. I think GW are doing the right thing. I just don't know how popular it will be. It will be popular. Will it top Marvel Crisis Protocol? I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes. I think it is going to. Oh, Diggs Miniatures and Gasons. Thank you. I hope that alert didn't deafen everybody, or when that alert does happen, because I'm using this mic, the alerts are actually going to be normal volume, so I've had to turn them down. Whereas normally I've been turning them up. Oh, thank you very much for that. I do really appreciate that. Gaslands is a game that I've never played, right? But I absolutely adore the concept of it. You use your little model cars, like little toy cars that you customize. It's so beautifully simple. The aesthetic is great. The concept is great. The only problem with it is, and I don't need to be rude about it, is that it's not a Games Workshop game. Do you know what I mean? It's a smaller game that then becomes difficult to find people to play. I'm sure I could if I went online and stuff like that, but I can't. It's COVID times, so this doesn't make any sense. I can't just walk into a store and play it, basically. But yeah, thank you, Diggs. I do really appreciate that. You do know there are thousands of Marvel heroes. I do. Is the network down? Because my internet is dying. I don't know. I'm on it's a whole cornucopia of different things I've got going on. On this phone, I'm connecting via 4G to my computer upstairs, which is using the Wi-Fi. This is also using the Wi-Fi, but obviously I'm outside. So that could be a problem. I'm gonna, if I do this, I'm gonna do. Oh, I have my second injection today. I've got to do that. Oh no, I had it yesterday, not today. Come on. Well, I'll just film. And I have no idea if I'm live or not because of the internet. Stupid. What a stupid system I've got going on here. Now it's telling me I'm not even connected. Great. I do apologise for the technical difficulties. The annoying thing is, I realise that if the internet does go off, I can't tell. Okay. It's my desktop. Put my little password so nobody can connect to my account. Which does mean the internet is working. That's good at least. The only way the internet will die is if the internet upstairs goes off, which it shouldn't do. It shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Headphone users beware. Is it actually that road? Okay. Have I seen? Yes. Hi, Uncle Sam. I won't finish the last part of that. Yes, I have seen the measurements for Kill Team, and I do think it's daft. Like, my instinct is that it's quite daft. I'm going to go and turn down the alerts. I did do a little bit of a test before I went live, but obviously it's not doing it enough, so I will try and fix that. I actually said to myself, I'm like, oh, nobody will donate. It shows you what I know. And now I can't scroll down for whatever reason. What a day. What? Jesus Christ. I wonder if I can just quit. Oh. Technical difficulties, guy. Yeah, it's 3 circle. 3 white circles. You know, 6 red pentagons. I just don't see what it adds. Just don't think it really adds anything. I guess it's if your movement is good. They've tried to simplify the movement, haven't they? So they've said like it now just takes 1 circle to get over a barricade or something, which is fine. Whereas if you said, oh, you move 6 inches, then you have to work out a system to get over the barricades. So I sort of get it, but at the same time, I sort of think it's stupid. But yeah. It is what it is. Like, it feels very FFG, doesn't it? It feels sort of like, hey, why don't you use this move 1, move 2, well, speed 1, speed 2 kind of thing. But they're like cowards and didn't want to fully commit. Right, let's see if I can solve it. This bloody volume again. I do apologise. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Yeah, sorry, I can't see the chat. This is a good idea. I think I need a 3rd device, you know, one where I can see the chat on as well. I've turned something down, but what have I turned down? I'm not 100% sure. I've turned super chats down, so hopefully nobody will become a member because I'm not ready for that. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't see the chat. What a terrible stream. I do apologize. So many technical difficulties. And now it's like not even showing me where I was on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Okay. You got the notification a few minutes ago. It was fine. Okay, I did turn it down. Okay, sorry. I really missed a few things. I really wanted to play Gaslands, but no one around here is interested in it. So shifting gears. Shifting gears. I hope that's the intended pun because it's fantastic. Yes, I think that's really the main problem, isn't it? With the smaller games, you're not going to have that problem with Kill Team or 40k. You're just going to be able to play it consistently and wherever. A lot of games have measurement things. Yeah, I agree, but a lot of them then remove the conversion to inches, and you have to use the tokens. Kill Team is sort of like going, it's still inches. So I guess that's the thing. I heard from people that it gives you a range for each shape, which I see. Yeah, it does. So it's 2. I don't know what it is. 2, 3. Wait, is it 1, 2, 3, and 6? That would make sense. I think it's 2, 3, and 5. No, I can't remember. Can't remember. Jay, don't criticize when you play Legion and have 3 widgets. It's not widgets that I have a problem with. It's the undercommittal to the widgets that I think is a little bit like, why not bother? I quite like widgets. I'm a big fan of them. Inches feels a little bit like gamey at this point. Widgets with an unusual measurement make it a little bit less. Hey Kev, how are you? I hope you're doing very well. Not upset about it. I'm quite new to wargaming and wondered how it would work. Yeah, it's nothing to be upset about. It's just inches at the end of the day for Kill Team. People are just... I think what people are actually upset about is the fact that the shape, names, and colours are stupid. In the sense that it's like circle, square, triangle, pentagon. It's just weird. They could have just made a tool and been like tool 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and not had the B inches. You move range 1, you move range 2. I mean, it is what it is. How are you, Kev? How to turn up the mic? Not as easy as it sounds. It's not as easy as it sounds on this one. If I was at my desk, we wouldn't be having this problem. But I can't really do it here. All I can do is get it as close to my mouth as possible. I could boost it. I could put a bit. I could do it, but then it'll boost the audio as well. It's more difficult. It's all coming through the same source. So it's a little bit of a pain in the backside. It's not a problem I would normally have. The measurements are still in inches. That's true. Will you commit to buying a model? Am I going to commit to buying a Kill Team model? Well, I already own a Space Marine Kill Team. So that's something I already have. But do I need any more? I'm not going to buy Orcs as much as I do like Orcs. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Orcs. I'm not buying a whole box for the whole thing because I just wouldn't use it. No, we've not seen the final price for the box, but I strongly suspect. See, I would normally have said £80, right? But I feel like they've moved on up. Move on up when you're down. Take a good look around. I feel like they've moved on to £120. Not 100% sure what that means in dollars. I think that's like $200. You have to get ready to go to a family reunion. Have a great day. You have a great day yourself, kind sir. Oh, madam, we didn't stipulate gender, so. But have a great day. The shape range is roughly bad for Kill Team. The new models look sick. Yeah, it's just that it's like white circle, blue triangle, whatever, blue square, whatever it is. Like we have a kid's toy in the living room, and it goes like blue square. No, it's red square, and the circle's like no guys. Oh, the circle one says no corners, no lines, just circles all the time, right? Or something like that. But a circle is just like one line. So I don't really agree with it. Anyway, it just feels kiddie. It doesn't feel like a proper game. 125 quid, yeah, I can see that. I don't see it being £80. It almost looks too good value for it to be £80. But then again, actually, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say £80. And everybody's like, what, Jay? You're insane. Because, and I think they might get away with it by not having that many models in the box. Because what, you're going to get less than 20 models, aren't you? I'm not 100% sure how many it is, but it's less than 20 models. And then the rest is terrain. And if they're going to go big, they'll go $80, 80 quid. I'm sorry, not sure what that is. I suspect it's going to be 125, but we'll see. You feel so out of this conversation, you just don't like War Skirmish games. That's fine. My question to you then, Cross, would be, what is your ideal game, your dream game? One game I always wanted to play that I didn't put in the title of this or thumbnail is the Batman miniatures game. And that's because I'm a huge fan of the animated series. I think it's just some of the best television. Not forget about animated stuff. It's just fantastic. At least the original stuff. I've not really watched the new stuff. Yeah, I don't suspect it's going to be more $70. People always talk about $199, so I don't think that's a conversion thing. I think it might be the Atlantic thing. If it's 125 quid, I think you're going to get it for $199. We'll see though. Original set was £100, and that was years ago. Yeah. No, was the original set 100 quid? Oh, maybe it's. Gabriel, what are you making terrain-wise for it? What for Kill Team? I hope you don't mind me picking up the microphone like this. I hope it sounds okay. I have no qualms doing it as long as the audio's a little bit better. But I didn't test it like that. I sort of tested it down here, and it was a bit quiet, but I was like, I can't really boost it, so. The original set is still up. Wait, no, Steve. The original set's not still up. With all the the original set can't still be up. It's not for sale. Are you not talking about the second set? The one that they did with was it Gene Stealers and Space Marines? The original set was AdMech. No, the original set was AdMech and Gene Stealers. Was it? Was the original set? No, it must have been AdMech and Space Marines. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. I can't really remember. It was definitely AdMech, because I've got AdMech and I didn't want. I'm pretty sure it was Gene Stealers. So the original one was AdMech and Gene Stealers, and then they did one with Space Marines and something else. There were Reavers. I don't remember. The Orc terrain does look really good though. Is that new? Does anybody know? Is that new Orc terrain? Have we seen that before? Is that available for sale? Or is it like legitimately new? I would be intrigued in that. Is water so good? They're playable for TTRPG, but they work for Scottish games as well. Ooh, nice. Nice. Yeah, so if anything, my 3 dream games. Well, no, my 2 dream games that I would have said before today would have been Batman miniatures game and Gaslands, right? And then the dream game that I want to come out is probably like a skirmish 2x2 Star Wars game, basically. It's all brand new terrain. Oh, that's nice. That's good. I'm probably a bit late to be like, yo, Games Workshop, you send me this. All the, like, I don't know if anybody saw Goober's video about the Age of Sigmar Dominion? Whatever box. When you say that unboxing, yeah, I don't want to do an unboxing. I want to do something else. I ain't gonna buy it. I ain't gonna spend 120 quid on a box that I'm not probably gonna do anything with. But the terrain does look. It looks nice, doesn't it? It looks nice. Let's face it. It looks nice. It does look nice. I'm looking down because that's where you all are. Maybe I should get another stand and put it here. I would maybe become a Glass Half Dead channel because I don't know. I really like the idea of it. I really don't like big scale 40k. It can how to put it nicely, suck my penis. I just don't like it. I'm just not interested in it. Ooh, that's always a good thing. I've been trying to do lately, which I'm very much drastically failing at, is to consume less content. So in the past I've been like, oh, I'm doing research. No, I'm just researching the topic. Yeah, I'm just researching out other YouTubers and my content. I never normally watch a film on my own because me and Kate would always watch them together. But the other day I watched What We Do in the Shadows because I was like, I really need to just relax and unwind at times. It's a good film, by the way. Oh, there you are. Oh, there you are. Bye. unless they've completely scrapped the rules and started again. They have, Michael. That is pretty much what they've done. Are you talking about Kill Team? The Kill Team rules are completely different. Now, a lot of people are getting annoyed at the idea that people are saying that they've Warcried it, and they have Warcried it to some extent. For example, they've increased the number of wounds so that they can make the game a little bit more granular and a bit more interesting for a skirmish game. So like a Space Marine now can have 10 wounds, and maybe a Horde army might have something with 5 wounds, whereas that would have been 2 wounds and 5. So that would have been 2 wounds and 1 wound, and that's a little bit like, oh, it's just 1 wound, you're dead. Whereas 10 is like, oh, well, you can now do 8 wounds and it doesn't die. So it makes it even something as simple as that makes it a lot more interesting. But the rules are completely different, basically. Signal going in and out. F my life. I can't go to the garden because I can't go in the little room because I'll die. Not interested in 40k. Bison. Why did I buy it over there? Why would you bring that up, Steve? Why would you bring that up? Plays Legion when you need 30 minutes of connection isn't great. There's nothing I can really do about it. What you're experiencing is the 3G of this phone being crap. I could go inside and go on the Wi-Fi, but then I'm defeating the point. So that becomes a problem. Yeah, I do want to play a skirmish game rather than play the big games because there's so much. It's all about time, isn't it, really? Like, the terrain channel takes a lot of time, so it's mainly just that. It's almost like a realization that I can't pod game like I wanted to. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably would be playing Age of Sigmar, I think. I'd probably be looking at Kill Team going like, oh, Kill Team, look now, Kill Team. Distracted by me. Is there any way I can improve the signal of my phone? I think unfortunately the answer to that is no. It just is what it is. There's no good solution because you can stream off YouTube from your phone, but then what happens is you just keep cutting the case just out of poof, pushing the target.